So the chickens are coming home to roost. Fauci's emails are out. Of course, important parts of them have been redacted. Wonder why that is. But it proves what I've been saying for over a year and a half now, that he's a liar, he's a fraud, and he's a fake. You know, it became obvious to me when he first started doing interviews and testifying in Congress. And I'm kind of amazed that so many people are just waking up to this now. But I've said this many times. I don't know if all the videos have been pulled down by YouTube or not, because my very first YouTube video that was deleted was me criticizing Fauci. But I said all along, I said he's loving the publicity, and he is. And now we're coming out to find that not only has he lied to the American people, he is responsible for a lot of people being harmed. And since he's a darling of the left, I suspect he'll get away with this. But it's a dang shame. And it's just not right. You know, we said all along that this thing came from Wuhan. There was no question about it. I mean, in January, I'm sitting there watching YouTube videos of them welding people in their houses or apartments, people walking around with masks. I mean, countries had to send planes in to pick up their citizens. We sent, 2 planes in, maybe more? Had to go through this huge decon thing, and then they had to be in quarantine for 2 weeks once they got back to the U.S. I mean, it's almost like they landed from they went to the moon and landed. We was under this mysterious disease that nobody knew anything about. Well, now we're finding out in January, Fauci was advised that this was not a natural occurring virus. It's a man-made virus. Now, I don't think that China deliberately unleashed this on the world. What I believe, and I could be wrong on this, just my opinion. I believe that it got loose in China accidentally. And China looked around and seen what it was doing to its country and its economy. And it couldn't allow itself to be the only one affected, because it could have very easily pretty much stayed in China. All they had to do was lock everything down within the Chinese border, actually within Wuhan, because they did lock down everything in Wuhan for travel to other parts of China, but they allowed international travel to continue. And the media, I'm so sick of this. How many times is the media going to call people racist, conspiracists, whatever it may be, only to be proven full of crap just a year later? And they don't apologize for anything. They just keep on lying. They're going to keep on lying through this. They're going to keep on. CNN's thing talked about how his emails show what a great job or something like that he's done throughout this process. Give me a break. Give me a break. It shows what we've been saying from the get-go. Excuse me. Masks don't work. They're not necessary. Lockdowns don't work. They're not necessary. Social distance doesn't work, and it's not necessary. Yet how many businesses, how many people's lives have been ruined over this fake messaging? Just this year alone. You just take this year alone. What are the states that had the highest occurrence of COVID? Were the states that are still locked down the most. New York, New Jersey, Michigan, Illinois. Can't remember the other. There were 6 of them. And studies now from all over the world are coming out and saying what we're saying. What we were saying anyway. Lockdowns probably contribute to it. You know, I've been saying this from the get-go. You probably have a bigger chance of getting this thing going down to the grocery store than you have going out to eat at a restaurant. That you come home and you sit closed up in your house with your family, and inevitably you're going to have some contact with somebody down the road. I mean, unless you're living on top of a mountain somewhere out in the middle of nowhere, it's inevitable that it's going to happen. You need to be outside, fresh air, with no mask. Yet we still have these soy boy and girl, pink-haired, blue-haired, that consistently just believe everything they hear. I think they enjoy being scared. I do think, you know, maybe it's because they have no God, that they're afraid. They're so afraid of dying. I don't know what it is. But most of us were ready to get on with our lives years ago. I just heard a story about this millennial woman who wrote in and complained that her husband never takes the mask off, whether it's in the house, doesn't even take the mask off when they're having sex. And then she complained that she never, Then she complained that he never washes it, so it's filthy. And I think to myself, hey, you know what, woman? You wanted to marry a man that could cry. You get what you deserve. Enjoy it. God help you if he's ever got to protect you from anything, because I guarantee you he's going to think about himself first. He's not going to think about you. He'll leave you in that burning building while he's out running, getting it, being safe. It's just unreal to me. And, you know, they're so stupid. Does the guy not realize that wearing a filthy mask all the time and breathing in your exhaled air and germs and everything else all the time is way more dangerous than any coronavirus? But hey, the good part, there's always a silver lining, right? We've eradicated the flu. We've hardly had any flu cases and virtually no flu deaths for 2 flu seasons now. Go figure. Go figure. All right, y'all have a good day. Bye.